NARM, North Okanagan Regional Mini Golf Association. Check us out on Facebook. I realized if you add a regional and an association to your really long acronym, people just believe whatever you say. Oh, that's regional and associated. That's okay. Well, that'd be a lie. I was shooting a double last week on the back nine, and I realized something. Good sex and mini golf are exactly the same. Because if you're having good sex, then all the holes are fun. Feel it there. Wow, really? You just had mediocre sex in this room? All right. I'm 41. Now, I decided to enter into my old man phase of life. Is there anybody over 40 in here? Like, okay, all right, fair enough. Keep your head up, sir. Head up. We're over 40. Don't put your head down. No, we're over 40. I'm embracing it. Okay, listen, I'm an old man, but a young old man. To a 61-year-old, I'm young. To a 21-year-old, I'm old. Right? So I embraced it. Now, I'm going to tell you, I'm going to change the mold, though, because I'm not going to be like the generations before me that didn't embrace their age and try to keep the young bucks down. No, I'm not. I'm 41, and I'm not better than the 20-year-olds in a lot of things, so I'm not going to try and hold them down. And one of the ways that the older generations held us down was like these horrible metaphors or these stories that are supposed to be filled with wisdom, right? And one of them that I'd always hear was these two bulls, right? It's the old timer who'd go to me, he goes, oh, young fella, tell you a story, there's two bulls, right? There's two bulls, top of a hill, an old bull and a young bull. Down in the valley, it's all these cows, right? The young bull, he says to the old bull, I'm going to run down there, I'm going to have sex with one of those cows. The old bull, he looks at him and says, whoa, young bull. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to walk down there. I'm going to have sex with all the cows. I started thinking, has anybody bothered to ask the cows what they want? Right? Think about it. So you got all these cows down there, you got this young bull, shoulders are all jacked, his horns are in the right spot, his testicles are up where they should be, no eye infection, he's like going down there, he's like, Brr. Those cows are like, yeah, it's my turn, shut up bitch, you happened yesterday, it's not your fucking turn, ladies, we have a system, it's Stephanie's turn, right? And then, the old bull, right? Brass rings all rusty, he's got an eye infection, he's drooling, his fucking hood's all messed up, his testicles are way down here, and there's just an odd shape, can't move, right? He's like, brr, brr. Yeah, you're walking, cool. You're walking down the hill, the cows are like, oh fuck, we're having such a good day. Such a good day, relax. That's why they have Gertrude, right? I used to work on the farm. There's always that old cow in the pasture that's willing to take one for the team. So what I'm trying to say is I'm not going to hold the youngsters down. No, you run, young bull. You run down there. Because you know what? You're young. 20 minutes, you're going to be good again. Right? That walk down the hill took it out of me. The 40-year-olds can understand this. Before I turned 40, I didn't have a sciatic. Well, like I had one, but it never acted up. Now all of a sudden I'm 40, it's like, what's wrong? My sciatic's acting up. I didn't even know I had one of those. I played 22 years of rugby as a bouncer in some of the gnarliest bars in Red Deer. My body's been through it, but I can always explain it. I tore my labrum, blew up my meniscus. Now I go to work like, what's wrong? The elbow's acting up. I'm not really sure. You don't get injured after 40. Shit just acts up. But I have embraced old man story time. I love it. Now, old man story time is when you ask an old man either a very simple question or you're a youngster and you're excited and you're talking about something you're passionate about, right? So, old man question, it goes like, for example, where'd you get those flower pots? Old man will respond, well, it used to be one nursery in town. The brothers owned it, Phil and Bob. And then they had a fight, I think it was 84, and then there was two nurses. Then they got to get their wife involved, like, honey, what was the last name of that tall welder fella that lived next to your cousin's goldfish's dog walker in Medicine Hat? Johnson? No, it's not. No, it doesn't matter. What do you mean it doesn't matter? You know, I think I have a magazine subscription inside that can help solve this. The wife will come over and be like, Costco. We got him at Costco. Now, as fortunes do smile, I have a young neighbor, and he came over a month ago to have a couple beers. He's 23. He's talking about this truck. He's excited. It's like, I got this 74 Chevy, got an engine coming in, it's all custom, the mirrors are custom, upholstery's custom. He's really passionate about this truck. or meth. You see, as an old man, it's not our job to listen. We're waiting till you're done talking so that I can tell a story that has nothing to do with what you're talking about. So he's talking about his meth truck. And I looked at him and says, you know, we didn't have fancy clothes when I was a kid like you guys do nowadays. I says, there's one brand of shirt I really wanted. No Fear was called. I had no fear. But raised by a single mom, being a proud Zellers family as we were, Mom couldn't afford the No Fear. So she comes home one day with the Zellers knockoff brand called No Surrender. Yeah. Now, what made No Fear so cool, so badass, was their slogan, right? No Fear, that slogan's like, if you're not living on the edge, you're taking up too much space. Wow, like instant street cred. No Fear, yeah, we had slogans. It's like, if you're not living on the edge, a couple feet back, so like you can see the edge from where we are. You don't have to be on the edge. Well, I wore those shirts to school with pride. You know, on bottom, I wore them with pride. And those kids that had their No Fear shirts, they had no fear kicking my ass. And yes, I may have bled. I definitely cried. You know what I didn't do? Surrender, that's fucking right. I didn't surrender. I'm not a coward. And I'm going to leave you with this, because that's my time. I'm going to leave you with this. Always remember, nice guys don't finish last. They finish themselves. All right.